Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Sexton 1, it's a tier 3 British premium SPG. There's only 2 premium SPGs in the game, this is one of them. And this one is located on the east spawn of Airfield under the command of Zamri Pororo. Game started. Well, it's a 25-pounder gun of British design mounted on top of a hull that originally was from an M3 Lee. They were built in Montreal in Canada and shipped over to Britain and around the Commonwealth. There's quite a few in Australia as well, although some of those in Australia were actually built by the Australians. Now, as you can see, M3 hull, the bolted hull over the gearbox, and well, the design actually was altered so that they could actually use the M4 hull for some of the later designs. The Sexton 2 is an M4, whereas the Sexton 1 is an M3 Lee design. He's trying to get that Covenanter. It's a tier 4 game. He's tier 3 RT. He fires a round in. Unfortunately, the target misses it. He just changes position slightly. He's got a huge number of HE rounds, 80 rounds in total, and he's also got 25 premium rounds and 7 standard AP. Yes, this is one of the Arties that can still fire AP rounds at targets, and that AP rounds, those have really good penetration. The HE will do 280 alpha. It's got 44 millimeters of penetration, and the armor piercing rounds, the premium ones will do 92 millimeters and do 180 alpha, and the other ones will do 71 millimeters and 180 alpha. So you can see with the AP rounds, you can actually, if you directly hit the target, you'll easily get through the armor, no problem at all. But the problem is actually hitting the target. Fires a round at a Panzer 3J on the other side of the airfield, the airstrip, and unfortunately misses it. But he fires another one in and gets a direct hit. Now that was a 9.7 second reload. It's very quick. Fires another round in. And we didn't see any kills, so looks like that didn't hit the target. But he's got a Panzer 3E now, and he should be able to take that out with one shot. He fires the round in. And yes, easy. That's his first kill. Remember, most of the tier 4 Arties, or tier 4 tanks, actually have very thin armor. So he should be able to penetrate them with the armor, the HE rounds. Well, we just lost our own looks there to the enemy looks, who's still on the move. Zamri fired around him, but he didn't get a hit. But there goes the looks, taken out by a P2640. Okay, up on Temple Mount, we've got an M5 Stuart, who's stationary at the moment. I think he's just got hit massively. Rounds out. Ow, that was so close. That was so close. That Panzer 3J is still there, and he's now only got 9 hit points left. Now, these 25-pounder rounds don't have much in the way of splash. In fact, the splash is negligible. It's only 1.39 meters. Oh, he killed him! He killed him. The round went in. He pulled back after firing the round, and yes, he did kill him because we got the result announced on the screen. And he's just killed a Chi-Ha, so he's now got 3 kills on the enemy. So he's getting a lot of success now. I guess the big difference between the Sexton 2 and the Sexton 1 is the penetration of the rounds. These ones will penetrate a lot better. Plus, of course, you've got better view range on the enemy as well. Okay, enemy Covenanter has made it through the pass, and he's up on the heights now, but we're lining a shot up on him. Dialing in. Just lining it up. Rounds out. A direct hit for 58 hit points. It would have been nice if it was 158. But he's about to fire again. Rounds out. Nope, no joy this time. Well, there's 3 tanks down on the enemy at the moment, and the enemy tank destroyers are starting to appear on Temple Mount. That's a Marder 2, which is based on the Panzer Mark II. And that's a kill as well, and that's his 4th. So he's earned him a fighter badge. Dialing in on the M5, the one that he fired at earlier and failed to hit, but will he get it this time? Oh, it hits one of the columns. The shell hit the columns. Okay, we've got the American M8A1, which is the Scott, actually. It was called the Scott. It was a very efficient tank destroyer, that one. Saw a lot of those in the Second World War alongside pictures of M8 Greyhounds, so it appears that they did work together. Okay, there's that M8 again. With a 57mm gun, that little tank destroyer is actually quite lethal to enemy vehicles. The M5 Scott... Oh, no, he's seen us Electo. And, well, we just lost our T29 to the enemy's Sexton 1. And now we've got an Electo just at the bottom there on his way up. And because of the lay of the land, it's very difficult for us to get a shot on him. So he is coming this way. I think Zamri's getting ready for a shotgun on the enemy if he does appear. And I think he will. That Electo's coming this way. We do have a Panzer IIJ on our team. So, of course, he's the very OP premium tank. And the Electo just found out how expensive it can be facing off against the Sexton. Yeah, he just got one in the face. And he obviously didn't like that because he's headed this way. Unfortunately, Zamri fired and it went into the rock rather than into the target. And the enemy Arty's now trying to hit him. Because that was an Arty round that just landed alongside him. And an Arty... Was that an Arty round? I think that may have been an Arty round hitting the rock face. They can't see him now at the moment. There's the Electo. Okay, now he probably has been spotted now. Because he saw the Electo and he's firing into the rock face as well. That's another Arty round missing him. He's turning, traverses, and derps the Electo right in the face with a 25-pounder round. Hugs the rock to avoid enemy Arty. Okay, that's probably long enough to go unspotted. There's a Chi-He up there. He's auto-aimed on. Letting it dial in. Oh, lovely hit. 105. That's a tier 4 tank, which means obviously he's earning more XP for that one as well. Rounds out again on the Chi-He, and he kills him! That's a Top Gun! He's really having a good game. So there's only one light tank and 2 Arty still to kill on the enemy team. And rather than go down that way, he's actually going to change the direction and come in from a different direction. I have the feeling that he thinks if he goes directly west from where he is right now, he will get spotted. So instead he's decided that he's going to avoid that and go the other way. Yep, that seems better. Oh, the enemy Arty's been spotted. Oh, no, it's not an enemy Arty. It's a light tank, T-116. It's a Soviet light. He's dialing in from the other end of the map. Let's see if he can get this kill. Rounds out. Oh, it looks like somebody else hit him as well. And he got the kill! 7 kills! He's not only got a Top Gun, he could potentially end up... Well... I dare to say it, but he might actually end up getting a high caliber. It's possible. Both of the enemy Arty are Sexton 1s, and we know that the hit points from a Sexton 1 is 140. So 2 of those is 280, and he's got 708 already. Is it possible he might get a high caliber? I don't know. I suppose in theory he probably won't, but... Oh, they're saying that the enemy Arty's in the south. He's headed for the cap. I think he did actually have some blind shots anyway. Obviously there was a blind shot on the Panzer 3J, and so if that wasn't recorded, then it's not 708, it's a lot more than 708 that he's got already. And he's going for the Sexton one, or is he? No, he's just going to sit in the cap and let the T56 go. In fact, now he's trying to aim on the other Sexton one from the cap area. T56 got shotgunned by the Sexton one. He fires one round in, gets a hit. They can't see him, but he can see them. Or at least he did up until the other one disappeared. He's trying to auto-aim, I think. There's the Sexton one. He's up on the heights. Now he can easily approach that and derp him in the rear. The Sexton one's trying to look at the Su-76. He'll just come up behind him. Go for it. And we lose the Su-76, so it's now 2 Arty versus 1 Arty. Now, is he going to wait for the Sexton one to come down to him? That would be nice if he did. He did reset the cap, and the Sexton one obviously turned towards him, anticipating he would come up this way. Now, I anticipate that Sexton one probably wants a Defender medal. And if he comes down this way to get one with a shotgun, he might just be able to get the kill. Here he is. There he is. Auto-aim's on. Fires one round. The Sexton one fluffs it. So he's in reload. And so is Zamri. But Zamri's going to go for it. He might as well. One right in the face. Yes! Wins the game! No guts, no glory. Well played, Zamri. What a game, and it's an ace tanker game for Zamri Pororo in the Sexton one. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 10. He did get a high caliber for dealing at least 20% of the enemy hit pool in total, over 1,000 hit points altogether, and he got a top gun. In fact, he ended up with 8 kills in that game, but you can't get a Radleys at tier 3. Unfortunately, they don't allow it, but my gummy certainly earned it. Let's have a look at the team score. He actually got 1,451 hit points of damage during that game. He did actually earn more than 708 originally because there was that blind shot on the Panzer 3J. And he actually managed to get the highest number of kills as well, 8. The second highest was that Sexton one that he took out, managed to get 5 kills, that guy. And when it came to base XP, yes, 975. The next high scorer was the T56 GMC, got 503, but he got shotgunned by one of the Sextons, and after that it was the Sexton one on the enemy team with 421. He fired 28 rounds, got 13 direct hits and 7 penetrations. The extra penetration on the Sexton one is key to its performance as a premium tank. It really does work because so long as the target is fairly easy to hit, it was fairly stationary, and a lot of tanks at tier 4 do stay still to shoot because they need the accuracy. It does make it easy for you to penetrate them and do a lot of damage. He got 10 splash as well, damage of 1,451 hit points, of which 1,200 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see he did 251 hit points at close range. 12 hits on the enemy, 12 enemies damaged, 8 killed, and on a premium count he earned 27,928 credits, got 16,128 from the holiday ops, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, not having used any premium ammo in that game because he didn't need to, he actually made 35,696 credits from the game. That's almost as much as you would expect for a much higher tiered vehicle. 975 XP, 878 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 2,341 experience points altogether. I'm so sorry to Xamarin that I left this one in the pile that wasn't actually done just after Christmas. This was done on Boxing Day, just after Christmas last year. And yes, there's rather a lot of replays that are still awaiting being done, but I am going through them now, trying to get them all done as quickly as I can so everybody can see them. And of course, I think everybody wants some entertainment because they want to get their minds off other things, and they're sitting at home at the moment, isolated, quarantined, and well, there's lots of videos that they'd like to see, especially the ones that they sent me long ago. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.